What's up, powerful people? My name is Eli, you can call me Super Kid, and I'm here to welcome you to episode 6 of Disco Elysium here on Super Kid Plays. If you're excited for this episode, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Leave any comments you have for me. Tell me how excited you are, and please share this video with anybody you think might like it. Last time we were talking to this big fat dude, and he told us our name was Harry Dubois. And now we're going to talk to him some more if we can.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you're already sat on that chair.
What the fuck does that mean? Let's talk about my lost gun. Yes, your lost gun. His face turns serious. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. He winks at you. It's just a matter of time and effort. The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Hold on. Could he really hold my gun hostage? Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back, and working with him might be the only way to do that. I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. Harry. I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Gotta track down that gun. Oh, we leveled up. Hell yeah. His tone is suddenly serious. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry. I assure you we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well. Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. He claps his hands together. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition in our hands. I don't think it's very friendly. I want to talk about the hanging. Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. He nods. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help, like I'm helping you with your lost gun. Cool. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. I sense there's a but. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open. Yes, that sounds good, the lieutenant says with a slow nod. Let's do that. But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. Suddenly, he slaps himself on the forehead. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors. Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines? I'm not sure I understand. He looks to the union boss. If you're trying to ask us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen. Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it. Why don't you just open it yourself? Harry, I am a very busy man, and, more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. He slams his fists together. You look like you could run around all day. You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you. I repeat, I'm a very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. He turns back to you. So what will it be, Harry? Whose door is it? Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there, nothing for you to worry about. What do you mean by a weasel? A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. He removes his glasses and rubs his nose. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you. He puts his glasses back on. I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. Harry, my dear friend. He sinks deeper into the chair. I am what people call a Local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez. Damn it, fine. I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder. Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done, and we can take our friendship to the next level. What the fuck? He flicks his fingers. You can get the key from Mañana. He's down by the gates. Mañana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. He smiles, obviously satisfied with how well he planned it all out. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. What's in the container that's outside your office? My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them. There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalsund crane. Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch, he says with the fondest of smiles. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you. Smooth-talking? Maybe that's the way you go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing. Convincing it? Okay. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in? Harry, he says almost gently. Honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age? A man my age? What are you implying? I'm at the peak of my abilities. Yes, yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. I'm starting to like this. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. Okay, I wanted to go over a couple things about me. Let's hear it, Harry. He sinks deeper into his chair. Oh, wait, I need to change my shirt for that. And it's a red check. It can't be retried. Shit. Fuck it, man. I don't care. Let's just check. Oh, well. Everart's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry. He knows everything about me. I'm sure it's not that bad, the lieutenant whispers. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that. Harry, he says gently, I just know the things that matter to our friendship, and I want you to feel free to ask me about those things. Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids or family? Harry, you're not a family man. That's not one peep of family in here, unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry? I think I do. I'd be a wonderful father. Well, yes. He looks around, uninterested. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or girl very happy and proud one day, Harry. What kind of cop does it say I am? Harry, you're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright, shining star in a drab law enforcement sky, outshining all other stars. You're a superstar. That's what I like about you, Everard. You get me. Of course I do, Harry. He smiles a sly smile. And I'm going to help you shine. I'm going to put you on all the big stages. Your name in giant neon letters. Harry Dubois. He's probably making a guess based on your recent activity in Martinez. Where did you get that folder? Ah, this? He closes the folder. My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry. I find that very suspicious. May I have a look? I'm afraid this is meant for Unionize only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. He turns back to you. Please continue, Harry. Let's talk of other matters for a moment. Of course, Harry. Of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me? No. We might talk again later. See you soon, Debardieu. The big man raises his hand in farewell. Just kidding. But not too much. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. Where is it coming from? From a distant sunset? A stage light? Flash photography? Nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence together, they sound weird together. Or in a sentence, they sound weird together. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bahai. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights, action. I gained a thought, some kind of superstar. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on. Hell yeah, it is. Oh, we can level up. Do we want another point, or do we want to unlock one of these? I can unlock it. Do I not? Spend one skill point, or I can level up an actual skill. Should I do it endurance? Or should I do the thought? I'll do the thought thing. I'll unlock this. Yes. And some kind of superstar. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar in the groupies and cocaine, riddled with hepatitis C, strikes a lion-esque pose with a mic kind of way. You're not Guillaume Lemieux or Davy Dewis. No, you're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work where people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. I'm gonna internalize this. Could take an hour and 10 minutes. Where are we on this one? 3 hours, about 3.5 hours left, and 50 minutes left. Hell yeah. And we have the giant novelty shack. Can I put it in my hand? Oh, damn. All right. Can I walk over? Oh, I guess not. I guess I can't. All right. See you later, Mr. Everart. My shit's together. Klassia. Hey, look at that. Orania and Klassia. I found out how to say that girl's name. From reading. What do you know? Somebody finally learned something from reading. Write it on the fucking calendar. Just kidding. Happens all the time. I'm just joshing. Oh yeah, we're going back to the body. Of course. But how are we gonna get there? I don't even know. We'll run over this way. We got the card to get out of here, but I don't know where we use it. Oh, is it right over here? That would actually make a lot of sense. Run, guys, run. Now we can get in and out of this door. Yeah. Hell yeah. Whoa. I've never been in this room. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. A giant ass print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. What the hell is this place? A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. What about this one? On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers. It's unfortunate for the union. They just leave their paperwork lying around like this. Open the drawer. The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Browse through the folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Mundi, Grad, even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. Anything interesting? It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. Let's force ourselves to go through the folders. Damn. Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Oh, hell yeah. If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other. Is that what you're doing with those folders over there? Yes. Right. The lieutenant's expression stiffens. This is probably not relevant to our case after all. We're not investigating an accounting mystery. Good point. The door slides shut smoothly. Someone left the coffee machine on. Those sons of bitches. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written on the top of the flyers. Okay. Postcard. Le Jardin 21. I don't know what that means. The garden? Magnesium? Oh, shit. Neat office shades. Visual calculus +1, -1 drama. Hell yeah. Okay. Nice, man. Also, I'll take some magnesium, I guess. And let's head out of here. At long last. Like I said, never been in that room before in all the times I've played this game. Pretty cool. Oh shit, but I've been to that door before. I notice in case of strike, press button behind guard. Okay. What did she say? Measurehead makes all men quiver. Who's this big motherfucker? I dream about you all the time.
Body betrays your degeneracy.
Okay. Your portrait is really cool.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant's side agrees. Say nothing. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Am Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Puff out your chest, still say nothing.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique. You hear your heart pumping fast and irregular. Your joints ache and you feel old, but still alive somehow.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
Pedomorphic? It's like child body? Is that what that means?
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust, as if he were smelling a dead rat. Of course he means alcohol.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
I don't have a problem with Al Ghul. I just drink a little on the weekends.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al Ghul. You are but a vessel for the Ghul now. Very little of yourself remains. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
First, let me make this clear. I'm not a drunk, I'm a cop. I just have a drink every now and then. Everyone does.
The ethanol fungus is deep within your nervous system, pulling the strings. You are merely its pupa now. I see no hope for you or your kind.
I am the police and I need you to comply. Now.
Jerking motion. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
You're right about all this. Now I just need you to cooperate with me as a police officer.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
What the fuck?
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Well, at least we get a museum.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Microcephalic skulls. What a fucking phrase. Don't be such an asshole to your fellow dock worker. The man looks at you silent and unmoving. His eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul. You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the the phrenically impaired can see this. Isn't Everard the union boss white? Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you. Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life? Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital, something your race naivistic communists never did. I'm not sure I'm reading that correctly. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs. I've gotten it from disco, actually. Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race, but what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I've recently experienced head trauma. I can see that. The Seminoles are the South Island race. Haplogroup A4A, the rightful masters of the Andalusian archipelago. We descended from the Aeropagites of ancient Pericarnassus, and arrived here 4,000 years ago. We are the future. That is all you need to know. So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol? I am a descendant. The narrow street of the Ulanbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the gray mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on Immaculate Conception from the Pale. Ile de Fantôme means Island of Ghosts? That's cool. I'm assuming. So you did come from the islands. So you did not come from the islands? No. He cranes his head. I have heard about it. On the radio. So you're not really Seminoles. You're just from Revachol. I'm from Couron. He changed his tactics. And no, it is not just in Revachol. This city is central to the Seminoles strategy. Spreading throughout its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. Think upon it. Kim, what do you think about this? I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be a really good one. How do you know there will be a next racist? There always is. Fucking A, there always is, man. Race is reality. He nods approvingly. The fuck? What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. He gestures towards the lorryman down on the street. Welcome to Revachol, you hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the frit nearby. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenological grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. Oh, so he's like phrenology tattoos. That's pretty interesting. True. That is a noble cranium. But you got a hard noggin yourself. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you? You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation. What else? It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in ravages of Al Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal and offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur le Clef and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi. Interesting. So, one of my ancestors was Sur le Clef and the other Vesper? Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al Ghul. That is the only reason you are here. He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober. I'm definitely not going to subscribe to his race theory. I'm just going to leave. Powerful people. That was a little longer than normal because we looked into all of those speech options, which was pretty cool. But next time, I guess we finally will go ahead and meet Kuno. Maybe we'll never meet Kuno and I'm just tricking everybody, but regardless of what we do, you made it all the way to the end of this episode, so please, if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Leave any comments you have for me, and please share this video with anybody you think might like it. Those things are tremendously helpful. And as I said, we're going to get away from this racist and go talk to some degenerate little shithead kid next time. But in the meantime, my name is Eli. You can call me Super Kid. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Peace and love.